Hello, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to talk about how to apply asylum in Europe. Especially people when we are coming from third world or outside of the Europe, we always think about which country is much better to apply for asylum. So we try to different ways, different countries. We looks like which country is much rich and we move through there. So today I'm trying to talking about the complete scenario about how to you apply asylum in Europe and which country will be much better for applying asylum in Europe. Especially in Europe, I'm talking about because it's a Schengen area, so it's every country is the rule almost the same. It's a little bit different here there, but if you see the complete scenario, it's almost the same. But that's why I'm going to talk about today only how to apply asylum in Europe. It's almost the same all over the world. What is the idea of behind in asylum? Like why you should apply for asylum? What is the logic? The logic is in your country you're suffering in various way. One of it could be a religious way, it could be like fight, war zone or something. It could be the humanitarian way, like the disaster, natural disaster, and a lot of way. So when you are not able to stay in your own country, that time you can apply to asylum again to another third country. It could be in Europe, it could be another part of the world, because as a human you have a special right to live in this earth. That's the logic behind of asylum. Okay, maximum time that we understand when we talk about asylum, that maybe it could be a political. Yeah, it could be. It's the biggest part of politicals, but it is also that the other various reason that I told about. Okay, so right now, how and which country will be better for apply asylum in whole Europe? Okay, so the much better when I'm talking about the asylum, it is also include a Dublin regulation. It is included together because the Europeans they are all together sit down and decided make a resolution about like how they will handle the immigrants or refugee who apply asylum in Europe. It's called Dublin regulations. So they particularly talk about few subjects about in this resolution. Suppose as a non-European you come to Europe and apply asylum any single country of Europe. So when you will put your finger, it will on the database of whole European nations. So like suppose when you will come inside of Europe, as an example, if I say like, okay, you came to Hungary or you came to Germany, you put your finger you applied asylum there. So when you will if they say you negative or any various reason you pass through another different country, suppose you move to Sweden, so when you will apply asylum again, when you will put your finger, then they will find out you applied asylum in Germany. So that is called the Dublin regulation. Okay, so that I'm coming to the next, but the first is like how you apply an asylum. That I talk various way, like is apply asylum process in same in whole Europe, but how you can apply. Okay, so when you have the problem in your own country, you are facing for life risk or different way, like you are not able to stay in your own home country, then you can come to any country of Europe and you can apply asylum. Okay, so you can do different ways. First, if you are in your own country, you can apply UN office. You can also apply through the embassy, or you can come directly to Europe, and then you can apply to any police station or anywhere the immigration offices. You can go and you can apply there directly that I want to take asylum. For example, if I say like you came to France and you said you went to the French police stations and you say, okay, I want to apply asylum in French. So they will take your fingerprint and they will process your application form. So that is how easy it is asylum to apply in Europe. Okay, so when you will finish your asylum application, then they will give us a certain time. Okay, that certain time they will take your finger, they will giving you the living place, and also they will help you through some money. it's called pocket money for some. It's depend on the countries. Suppose in Italy they give only 75 euros. In Germany they able to give like per person 329 euros. Is French also different? Is depend on the country wise. Okay, so when you will apply, and also few countries also give to the living place is completely free, or few countries, okay, you have to be living your own. So this is the different, as I'm always saying, is depend on the country ways. Okay, so when you will apply your asylum, when you will put your finger, that country will verify your finger like you applied any single country of Europe or not. If they find out you applied asylum in different country, they will send you back in there. If you didn't apply for any other country, then they will accept you to stay, and then they will give you a different dates. Then it will be start to process an interview. This interview is like a penal court, and that court will ask you a few questions, and you have to explain that what is the reason that you came from your home country to that country. So then you have to explain. If they are agree that yes, you have the problem in your own country, then they will accept your application form, or they will give you an asylum. That asylum, then you can they will take your own passport, they will give you a different travel pass, also like 10 years period or 5 years period ID card, and then it will be continue. But that's I'm saying all the time is depend on the country. Some countries give 5 years stay permit, some countries give 3 years stay permit, some countries give like 10 years stay permit. So it's also depend on the country. Okay, so right now the question is coming that which country is much better for apply asylum. When we think about Europe, the maximum people think that Germany is the best for applying asylum in Europe, because there if you're able to stay, your life will be wonderful. And that's true, because Germany has a lot of job opportunity and a lot of different things. But at the same time, you have to think first that you're coming to Germany, but that Germany will give you documents or not. The maximum times what's happened, people just come to Germany, but German send them back. So when you would think about to come to the first, like suppose Germany, Sweden, Netherlands, Switzerland, Denmark, when you will come to apply asylum in those countries, you have to think before, like your motive is really they will give you documents or not, because those countries is really tough and they don't allow to you to stay in their country, because they have to pay for you. But suppose if I say Italy or Spain or Portugal, even few ways French, they are a little bit immigrant friendly country. So those countries are normally, they will try to help you out. They will even after a certain time they will try to give you documents. So if you ask me that which country will be better, of course I will be say those south countries, especially like Italy, French, Spain and Portugal. So those countries will be much better, though you have to stay a certain time in those countries till you receive the documents. Then after a period you can move to Germany or other countries. But most of the people is they do the mistake. They came first to the south countries, and they pass through south countries to go north countries. And when they will take your finger, then they find out, okay, oh, you applied in asylum in Italy, then they send you back. So that is the biggest mistakes that people are doing, that I have continued saying these things. So that is my advice. So when you will come to Europe, before please think first that which country you want to stay, and what about your documents validity, like okay, yes, I have a good reason to stay and I want to stay that country and that reason. So you have to think first before come to Europe. And that is the complete asylum process that I talk about. Hope you will like my video. If you like my video, please subscribe and write down comments if you have any questions. Thank you so much.